Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Michel, Transit Guru. I'm back with a video. I'm doing a fantasy transit route. I am doing a route that was requested from my last video, the 82 Westheimer in Houston. Um, this one actually took me a long time to go over and figure out what I should do with this particular route. Um, Before I get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and put in your comments on what routes you want me to do next throughout the Southeast United States or anywhere, because I'm willing to look. I kind of know how buses should be, so I'm willing to look and see. Just fantasy transit. I love doing bus routes; those are my favorite. But I also do train, which is what we're going to tackle today. Light rail, heavy rail, commuter rail. I love commuter rail. Bus rapid transit, and all that. So with all that said, let's get started. So right now we're doing, like I said, the 82 Westheimer. Um, this is a very long route. I have it on the screen right now. Let me zoom in so you can see it. It's the blue highlighted, but it goes all the way from Highway 6 all the way. Looks like it has a little turnoff to transit center. Another turnoff, I'm not sure what this one's for. And then it goes into downtown. It doesn't look like it goes into a transit center, but there is a transit center in this area in Houston, somewhere like down here. But it goes all the way up here and all the way back. And the 82 is the busiest bus route in Houston. It's a very long bus route. I don't even know how long the bus is, but it's a very long. It goes all the way from downtown to Highway 6, which I know in a car is like a 25-minute drive on I-10. And just knowing that it goes through Westheimer and it also goes through the Galleria area right here, just know that this is, or I don't know, I don't think that's the Galleria area, whatever area that is. Just know that this is a very busy area of Houston. So when the person suggested for me to do this route, and I looked at it, I was like, it's kind of perfect because it's a straight streamline route. It's the Westheimer bus, and it's on Westheimer. But then I saw how busy it was, and you can see how busy it is by looking at this spreadsheet. I didn't mean to do that. Looking at this spreadsheet, you can see that the 82 Westheimer carries 7,200 people every day. It is a Houston Metro Red Route, which means the Red Routes have 15-minute peak services. So, as you can see, the Westheimer route does carry 7,200 people, on average every day. On the weekends, 5,300 on Saturday and 4,400 on Sunday. So that's still a lot of people. Even comparing it to Houston's light rail lines, let's see if they have, I didn't look. Here we go, light rail. Those carry about 25,000. So the bus is carrying about a third. And I think that's all three lines in Houston together, 25,000. Let's see if they have it broken down by the line colors. Other routes. I don't think they do. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so 21,000 for the red line, which makes sense, but 2,400 for the green line and 2,000 for the purple line. So this bus route actually carries more than both the green line and the purple line combined. So that's how busy the bus is. So I really do think that this line should be a light rail line instead of a bus line. I thought about doing it as bus rapid transit, but I think light rail would be perfect. Houston does not have any light rail on the east side of the city. They do have a not a people mover, bus rapid transit line from the Northwest Transit Center down into the Galleria area, but they actually don't have any rail transit on the west side of town because that's Houston's more popular side of town. It's the west side because it's the opposite side of the port. So I was like, yeah, I can make this into a light rail line because the numbers do show that it will get more ridership than two lines they currently have. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do a light rail line, but we're also going to extend the light rail line east past where the current bus line goes, because I just think, why just have Houston does not have good east west access. It has a great north south line, which really needs to be extended to both airports, but it really does not have good east west connection. That east west line that they have now, which is the purple and green line, goes from downtown out to Harrisburg, and I just think that it can do more. So let's get started. So I got my Google Earth pulled up. I'm actually over the port because I was looking at something. So let's start at the beginning of the light rail line on the other side of Houston. Houston is such a big city. Let's close this. Houston is humongous. This is all Houston. This is Westheimer, this road right here. Westheimer, Westheimer, Westheimer. And the bus goes all the way out here to the West Oaks Mall. And that will actually be the beginning / end of the line for the train line. And what I would do is, let's see, style and color. Let's do 5.5. It can be, what color should the line be? So they already have a green and purple line. They already have a red. Can't do yellow for obvious reasons, especially in this area, which has a large Asian population. So we're going to do, I'm going to do pink. I like a good pink line. So this is going to be Metro Rail East-West line. So, and I'm going to surprise you where I'm going to end it. So I'm not even going to tell you where the other side of the line is going to be. So let's get started. And I'll do the stations after I create the line. Okay. So you move this down out your way. And I would start the line in the parking lot of this West Oaks Mall. Just reading the information on the mall, it looks like it is a dying mall. So having light rail transit go out there would probably revitalize the area. So I would definitely, in the line right here in this mall parking lot, they could actually probably build a, if the mall can't truly be saved, I would build a facility out here too. Because this is actually going to connect to all lines in the system. So we start here at the mall, and we go, and I will actually have the line enter onto Westheimer at the intersection of Addicts Howell Road. Let me zoom in some more so you guys can see these road names. So Addicts Howell Road and Westheimer. This is Westheimer, which is also FM 1093. So the line would literally just follow Westheimer, be built in the median. You could probably do a road diet, and instead, I think it's 4 lanes going both ways on Westheimer. That's how busy the road is. It could probably be cut down to 3. Again, like I said, I'm not going to put the stations up just yet. That's going to be on the end, because I have a very succinct way of putting my stations up. But we keep going down to Westheimer, and this is going to follow Westheimer. It's not going to do anything else. And I don't really see the need for any, like just going back at the intersections, I don't see the need of any viaducts. I don't see any major roads just yet. I will tell you when I want to build a bridge over a road, just because it's just too busy for there to be. It's just too busy for, I think, a train to go through that intersection. I think it will cause way too much traffic. But yeah, just build in the in the median along Westheimer. Just keep on going. What road is this? Oh, the road name popped up. It disappeared. Hate when that happens. So Oh, that's Derry Ashford. Ooh, I think Derry Ashford might be the first viaduct over. So, but still, so the viaduct will have to start somewhere back here and pass over. But you're just gonna keep going down Westheimer, boom, bada boom, following Westheimer. And it's a really simple route until we get to the east side of town where all the terminals are. But keep following Westheimer. I don't know how many times I'm going to say Westheimer this video, but you just keep following it. This is what road? I don't think I will build a viaduct over this road. I hate when they disappear. Willcrest Drive. No, no viaduct is needed. So following Westheimer. So my next viaduct would be over the Sam Houston Tollway. So you don't interfere with the access roads. So it'll be a major viaduct just over all of this. And I think it would be so beautiful it would look so beautiful along with what's all over here. But we would continue following Westheimer into Houston. Now we're into, it looks like some mansions and stuff. But they won't mind because they'll help build in the perfect world. I would definitely build it would probably be a whole elevated no, it wouldn't be an elevated section just because this neighborhood, they would not want elevated train going past their neighborhood. They would probably fight a um a train line at all, but I don't think they would need an elevated train. I don't think we would be able to get an elevated train just following so we could pass over Gessner. So I will have to do another viaduct over Gessner Road because that is a major north-south road in Houston. But then we are back. And we just keep going down Westheimer. Yeah, see, that road, even though it looks major, I would just fly right through it. See, keep going down the medium. South of Boss Road. I know that's a major north-south road, but it's really residential once you get past the commercial that Houston has. So I would probably just do the train line through the intersection. If I was the planner, sorry about that, hit the wrong button combo. But we're going to continue in the median. I really think that this would be a very popular train line. In this area, there are a lot of tall buildings because, Houston, they put their tall buildings anywhere in the city because there's no zoning, even though there are deeds and covenants. Houston really just does whatever it wants to do. So you will see random tall buildings in a non random area. So we're continuing down Westheimer. We're now starting to get into the city of Houston. Oh, this is the Galleria area right here. I'm so sorry. I get so confused. I would definitely keep the train at grade with the roads. This is the BRT line, and I think there's a BRT section, the Silver Line, uh, or not BRT section, but a BRT station, either right here or right here. So definitely having a station right here in front of the Galleria Mall area, because I don't think it's a real mall, would be fine. I would actually. So this one's weird because what I would do is reconfigure this intersection by lowering the access roads below the train line. So if you get what I'm saying, I would have this go, I would have these cross, but then I would have the train stay at grade, but I would lower the roads right here to be below the train line. Because I just think building a large bridge over 610 wouldn't look good. So probably lowering this right here, the road, the actual Westheimer Road, lowering it so it can all just meet under the bridges of 16 and Westheimer. But continuing on, following Westheimer into the heart of Houston, now we're getting into more densely, and that's densely as in southern style of densely areas. But this has 7,200 passengers every day, so it's dense enough and it works, especially because it's a streamlined bus. I think that's why it works so well and has so many passengers in a southern city. It goes through so many different types of neighborhoods. So you saw we went through past those humongous mansions. Outside of 610, we're going through some nicer homes, it looks like. But I do know Westheimer also goes through some rougher areas as well. So I just think the road goes through so many different places, and that's why the bus does so well. What road is this? I don't know, but we're in the city, and I'm just not going to build. I wouldn't pay any more money for expensive air rights to build a viaduct over Kirby Road. No, I would have to build a viaduct over Kirby and probably have the station just in the middle of the intersection. But that'll probably be one of few that's actually in the 610 loop. So keep going through the intersections. We're still on Westheimer. We are now in the heart of Houston. I feel like it. And no more viaducts. So the road is turning. Westheimer is about to end, and Elgin Road is about to begin. It is the same street, but it does have a different name. And I actually don't know this neighborhood in Houston. So let's see. We keep following Westheimer. It's still called Westheimer. Need to zoom in for you guys. So we keep following, and I think it's Elgin now, but we're going to follow. We're going to follow. Okay, I don't want to get confused on what was the plan I had. Because I am. Oh, yeah, we're still not even in Midtown yet. So we're going to keep following Westheimer. And then we'll cross over. Yeah, we're on Elgin now. We'll cross the red line right here. I don't know the name of the station that's right there, but we'll cross the red line right there at Main Street. And we'll definitely have a station right there for a transfer. But we'll keep following Westheimer. Of course, built the train on this bridge into this neighborhood. Let's see what they call this neighborhood. I don't know. They don't have a name for the neighborhood. But we're going to continue following Elgin now. Let's zoom in because there's a certain place that I want to turn the train. So we're going to keep following. Yeah. So we're going to keep following Elgin through the median. No viaducts, just on these streets. And then at this point at Scott Street, the train line here, and I don't know what color line this is. It is going to merge. This pink line is going to merge with this line, which I think is the green or purple line. I know it's not the red line, but it's going to merge here at Scott Street, and this will be the transfer station. And then it's going to follow this line up this way. Go under this bridge. I've actually been over in this area before for a notary signing. But we're going to continue to follow Scott Street. Like there's a station here. one of these cross the street stations where one side's on one side and the other's on the other. We're going to continue to follow. Those will be the only two stations that intersect on that line. And then at the point where Scott Street breaks up into two one-way roads, it's going to go northbound. Even though I think this is a eastbound train, it is going to go up this road through this industrial neighborhood and intersects with this train line right here. But let me just make sure, just for complete sake purposes, I'm going to go south down Sampson. Now I have to go back up. I just like to be complete when I'm doing my routes. And then it'll intersect with this station on this line, which is either the green or purple line. And it'll follow this train line on Harrisburg Road that's in the median of Harrisburg. And just follow this train line, which only has one viaduct on it over a train. Alrighty, so let's see. And then this is the other train yard right here for the green and purple lines. Oh, my back is hurting. And then it will follow. Keep following Harrisburg over the viaduct, over the train line. And the final station on this line is this train station right here, which is the Magnolia Park station, I think. No, it's the second. That's the second and last. But this is going to continue on in the median of Harrisburg. And this is the final station of Magnolia Park because there's a large transit center right here. But both lines are going to continue on in my head, in my fantasy world, following Harrisburg Boulevard. The stations are going to be further spread apart at this point because there's no need for all those stations to be close together. I was watching an interview with a Metro leader who said the reason that, Houston's transit center or transit system is so small is because they only wanted to build in the densest areas of Houston. But what I'm going to do is turn into a real system similar to Dallas's or Atlanta's or all the other systems. So it's going to continue over this bridge, over an offshoot of the Buffalo Bayou. There's the Port of Houston right there. I'll name a station like Port of Houston for the two lines. That's going to be because the other line is going to continue on as well in my head. So let's see. We keep going south on Broadway now, no longer on Harrisburg. And at this point, the pink line is going to turn this way. But before I continue on with the rest of the pink line, I do want to let you know that I want to extend. The other line. I think is the green or purple line all the way down south because Broadway in Houston goes straight into the second airport. And I don't know why neither airport is served by good service, good transit service, good rail transit service. They're not, both the red line, both Hobby and George Bush are not served well by transit services. So I just want to do that for both airports because I feel like if both airports were served, people could ride two trains from the red line to the green and purple line down and, switch from both airports instead of making that very long, tedious drive. Okay, I'm zooming back in because I actually turned on the wrong street. So we're actually going to be turning on Lawndale through here in the median. I'm always in the median, ain't I? Passing back under 610. Since there's no exit here, it works out perfectly. Probably won't be any stations on this road either. This is just for us to get to the end of the line. At this point, I would create a large, a bridge to jump off the road, to go over the waterway, to go over the LaPorte Pasadena freeway, go over, and then to follow the freeway. And it looks like there's no housing over here, so we can definitely do that. Follow the freeway. And then connect with this road, which I don't know the name of this road. North Allen Genoa Road. And it would follow here. I would probably only have a one station because this is a very suburban area. But it works out perfect with my fantasy of what I want for the Houston Metro system. Make sure, yeah, that's the right road. All right, so after leaving Allen Genoa, it would get on this road right here, which is called, keep forgetting I'm not playing City Skylines, and I keep hitting my City Skyline shortcuts. This is Southmore, so we'll follow Southmore. This is the last road it'll be on. It would be in the median like all my other systems. I would probably do a bridge over here, over this intersection, because it looks to be a major intersection down in Pasadena. I would literally end the system. I'm getting close to where I want to end it at. So following Southmore into Pasadena, and I probably would have dense like maybe 3 or 4 stations, and I would end the system right here next to where it says Central Pasadena. So that is my line, my pink line for the Westheimer to replace the 82, but also create an east-west east-west train route in Houston. That is very long. Woo. But it makes sense. So I would call this the West Oak Pasadena line. Pink line, that's a pinkish purple. Let's see some measurements on it. It is 31.3 miles, and I do know that transit lines are longer than that, so that works. But it's the West Oak Pasadena line, 31.3 miles. Use the same trains that they have going on. It's mostly in the medians. There is one part between Houston and Pasadena where it has its own dedicated space, but mostly it's just by itself. Um, so yeah, that's the line. So let's look at the line. Yeah, that is a good, pretty line. Let's turn off everything on Google Earth that makes it look messy. The borders and labels. Let's even turn off the roads. Yeah, look at that line. So it goes from West Oak. It goes south of downtown through Midtown. Here's the industrial district. And then it follows Harrisburg through that very dense area of town. I really like that area. It's a very Latin area of town. And I can say that the area is a pretty good area. And it goes into Pasadena. Of course, in a crazy world, I would extend it all the way out to LaPorte. But I try to be practical. And I think just the Pasadena and some express buses or something can go to like LaPorte and, the areas down here. And then I definitely want to do that line straight to the airport. And have that line go up into this part of Houston that doesn't have a train line, And then the north south line right here that goes to like right there, I think, next to the stadiums. Um, it's not that much south because it gets really rural, even though it's still Houston. It gets really rural over there. I don't know about the Sugarland, Missouri City area either. It's weird. I gotta drive more over there. Um, there's stuff I want to do on the north side of town, but this was a really important route for me because it will give much needed east west access in Houston. Everybody's not going to ride from West Oak to Pasadena, but it will be, you could get people that live over here ride a rapid transit line into downtown Houston or Midtown, connecting right here with the red line, connecting with the green or purple line here, and connecting with the other color line right here. The medical center is right in here. My doctor's office is somewhere over here. I would literally be able to ride the red line straight down, go to the doctor, and like, hey, I want to go out to the big Chinese buffet. And Chinese buffet is somewhere over here. Hop on the train going over here instead of having to drive and just have a great time. So now let's do the stations. So I do need the place names on and the road names because I don't know this part of Houston well. And roads, that's why I love Google Earth because it gives you all that stuff. So let's zoom in. So right here, this is West Oak Mall. I would name the station, place mark. Let's do light rail, this one. Let's scale it down to 0.8, but keep the sizing of the thing. It's the end of the line. And we would name this station West Oak. Okay. So that would be the first station on the Westheimer, first station or last station on the Westheimer line. Since we are further out in the city, I would literally um, space these at least 2 miles apart. But if I see a major road, I will, you know, at a major road. Oh no, it's a path. Let's see. And we want to do about not centimeters, miles. But I think a good spacing of 2 to 3 miles apart in the outskirts is fine. And in the inner city, I think it's like half a mile is what they space out, a half a mile to a mile. So let's see, 0.61, 0.75, 0.89, 109. See, we'll go our first major intersection. I think this is Dairy Ashford again. Oh no, this is Eldridge. So I would definitely name this station. It's only a mile from the thing, so that already defeats what I just said, but it makes sense to have a station at Eldridge. So that'll give a lot of people EGE. Just name it. I can't spell. That station would be named Eldridge. And I don't see any other landmarks that are within walking distance. Yeah, Route 21 is not a landmark. So let's keep measuring. Oh, see, that's Barry Ashford, right? Let's see. So that's Dairy Ashford. What should we do? Should we remove the Eldridge station? Because that's only about a half a mile. Oh, so exactly 1 mile. I guess we can have a station there. So I might just because this is so much population right here. I see so much potential for ridership. So I am going to name this station the I can spell the Dairy Ashford Station. Alrighty, so let's get back on track. So yeah, the next place for the station is at Willcrest at 2 miles from that Dairy Ashford station. So let's add that there. So there's a station at Willcrest. Excuse me. I know my next station without even measuring will have to be at right here at the toll road in Westheimer. I would put it right here. This will be a major commuter station. Um, so it'll have a lot of parking either over here. Something will have to be destroyed. Site sucks for them. But I would name this City Place Station because that's the name of this office park over here called City Place. These medium-sized buildings over here is called City Place. I would definitely name it that. And that's a cute name. So let's go ahead and measure again. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need to do, oh, that's Gessner. So yeah, I would not do a station at Gessner because we have that major City Place station right there. So let's keep going. Keep going. And what road is this? This is Fondren. I would definitely do a station at Fondren. So we can name this station Fondren. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Why is my computer not charging? I hate when that happens. There we go. So from Fondren, Voss. I told you I would just blow through Voss, but we do have a intersection here at what? Oh, okay, that's a definite major road. Let's see what it's called though. Sorry, some Fountain View. Okay, yeah, that's a cute name. So there would be a station here at Fountain View. And now that we're getting closer to the Galleria area, I would start putting stations closer together because this is a more dense area. So our next station is going to be Chimney Rock. Let's see, Sage Road, no, but let's see. Because I just put a station really close called Chimney Rock right there. Keep going, keep going. I really want to put a station right here. Let's put it right here and call it Galleria West. Takes you right here to intersect with the Silver Line. I would call it, and this would probably be across the street station for me. I would call this station Galleria Central. And then just on the other side of the highway, it looks like this is a lifestyle center. I would name this station Galleria East. All right, so you got your three Galleria stations: Galleria West, Galleria Central, and Galleria East. The next station would definitely be at this intersection with Willow. I can't read that. I zoomed in too close. Oh, what's the name of this school? Oh, that's a church. Oh, River Oaks. Yeah, I would definitely name this station River Oaks.
Are you talking to yourself?
I'm on live right now.
Oh,
So I would name this station River Oaks / Westland. That works. So we're now within the 610 loop, so the stations will get closer together. Let's see if I could find, oh, Buffalo Speedway. And I love that name. I think it's so unique for a city. So I would name this station Buffalo Speedway. Oh my God, I've been on here for 45 minutes. I'm sorry. I just love doing these. Just sitting back on my computer doing it in Google Maps or in my or my City Skylines game, which I think I'm gonna start playing live too. So let's do the next station at whatever road this is. Oh, this is Kirby. This is a major station. I don't know the names of Houston neighborhoods, so if you watch this and you live in Houston and you know these neighborhood names, and you think instead of naming them after the streets, name them after some of the neighborhoods, definitely let me know because I have no problem with changing the names. What is this? This is a church. Oh, that's a school. So we just had the Kirby. Wonder if we have a name for this. Oh, that's a bank. Let's see, what's the name of the street? Oh, this is Shepherd. Yeah, definitely Shepherd. Shepherd is a major north-south road in Houston. It goes from the north side of town, and I've seen it all the way on the south side of town. So I would name it South Shepherd, just to distinguish it from the other part of town. I spelled Shepherd wrong. Shepherd. Okay. We would name this the South Shepherd Station. Oh, this is a big school. Oh, so these kids that go to this school, Lanier Middle School, could just walk. It's like a 3 block walk. 1, 2, 3. So 4 block walk to that station, or they could walk over to here to the Dunleavy station. And this definitely, I don't think is a good name for a station. Dunleavy, never heard of it, and I think I know most of Houston major streets. So this would definitely need a neighborhood name, but I don't know the names of this neighborhood. Let's see if I pull out. Could I get the name of the neighborhood? Nope, couldn't get it. All right. Oh, this is Montrose. uh, I would read that, and I love Montrose. Let's see. So we're gonna rename this Montrose. But this isn't even the heart of Montrose. Ugh. I don't know what the heart of Montrose is. It looks like this is the heart of Montrose over here. You see the mouse. So yeah, let's leave that as the Dunleavy station. And then we're gonna name over here. Yeah, because here go Montrose Boulevard. And I feel like that's the heart of Montrose. Favorite neighborhood in Houston for so many reasons. So we're gonna name this the Montrose. But if you got any suggestions for that Dunleavy station to give it another name or a better name, definitely let me know. So here's Montrose. Boom, bam, boom. Keep going. Look at all these bars. I need to get out. And this is that road that comes off the highway that's like a highway, but it's not a highway. And I really just think it should have another name because I definitely want to put a station here. Oh, we can name it Westheimer Elgin because that's where we know that Westheimer and Elgin switch over. Let's put it right here. Or even Brazos, but I think caps lock is on. Westheimer / Elgin is sexier. So now we're on Elgin. Of course, there's a station right. Not the CBS. Let's name the next station the CBS station. There is no station over here, so they're gonna have to put a infill station right here on the red line because this isn't gonna work in my fantasy. They have to have a station here. Where is the station? Because if it's too long of a, it's right here, the McGowan station. And where's the station? I'm going south. It's right here. Ensemble Houston Community College Station. That's not a bad walk. And I'm not going to change. So that's 3 blocks that way, 3 blocks that way. So we're going to put. Can't do Fannin because they already have a Fannin North and a Fannin South station. We can do. I don't know what we could do. Oh, this is a court building. Let's see what we got here. That's Houston TV. Can't name it Houston TV station. Isn't this considered Uptown though? Oh, it's Midtown. I definitely will name it the Midtown Station. Shout out to Atlanta's Midtown Station. One of my favorite stations in all of Atlanta, even though it's not even spectacular, but it does give you New York City subway station vibes, just a lot cleaner. So we're going to name this the Midtown Station. Keep going, keep going. definitely put a station in front of this park. And that they'll connect, get close to the highway. I don't know if this will be a major commuter station because it's so close to the highway. It might not even be a big station, but I would definitely put at least a parking deck. No, probably just a lot right here that could hold like 70 cars. But Baldwin Park, so we're crossing over 69. So we would definitely need a station. No, 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 no. Because now we're back into entering, what are these suburbs called? Rail cars, I mean, rail suburbs that they have in the south. Let's see. No, we can keep following Elgin though. Oh, here's a hospital. So definitely that'll be a perfect place for a station. And if I miss any major landmarks in here, because I am new to Houston, I've only been here for 10 months now. Definitely tell me I should move a station from where I'm at. And that was called Riverside General. So we'll call this Riverside Station. Okay. Just going to turn. So now we're connecting with this station. And they don't have the names of the stations on here, which I think is so dumb. Let's see if I can find the names of the stations for you guys and tell you the correct line numbers. Okay, so it's the green line that goes east-west. It's this purple line that I need to find what these stations are, which I think is probably like these. Let's see. Houston Metro Rail Map with the hard P. So let's see. What's this? I gotta look at that. That's on Reddit. I'll do that on my own time because I can get lost in the map. Here we go. I know people that live in Houston are probably screaming at me right now. I think this is TSU Athletics District, Elgin 3rd Ward, Leland 3rd Ward. I need it on the road. Let's see. Here we go. Here's one on the road. They just make it so hard. You know what? F it. So let's go back to Google Earth. We know there's a station here. It's a shared station. So boom, it goes there. Then follow this purple line up. I know you guys are screaming at me like, boy, the station name is blank, but they don't want to name the stations. Here's another station, one of those cross the street stations right here. Alrighty. So that was the last station they shared together. And look, a little train is on the map on the Google Earth. So on this one way, There's not much here. I'm tempted. I don't think I'm going to put a station here. Um, yeah, because there's a station right here. Let's see if I zoom in. We can find what the station is. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Of course, this station doesn't have a name. So just put another place mark here. Boom. There could potentially, if it gets busy and the area revitalizes because there's a train line, like the South End of Charlotte did when the South Line came through there. You could potentially just put a um, infill station right here, especially because it's on a one way, so it's not even going to take up any room like that. Let's go back to the stations. Let's see. There's a station right here. I don't know the name of it. I am sorry. I'm the worst transit planner ever. Boom. Shared station. There's another station. Yeah, right here. I like that Google Earth has. I think that's the Latham station. I think that's what it's called, and I think it has like two names on it. This is that viaduct. There's a station right here. I think this is called the Cesar Chavez station, actually. And that's not even being funny. I actually think it's called the Cesar Chavez station with another name. Station right here. And then the last current station that is in the system is right here, the Magnolia Park Transit Center. Boom, bada boom. Okay, but we're going to continue the lines on. This will be the green and the pink line shared. That's an elementary school. Let's see. Are there no major roads? These are those lettered streets. Just, so I would name this station because I would do it right here. Harrisburg North 78th Street Station. Shout out to Chicago on how they named their stations. Dan Ryan 95th. So I didn't want to do a station right here because Houston floods, so might save it from a little bit of flooding over here. So we'll go over this bridge. Harrisburg turns into Broadway. I would do a station right here. Right here, boom, called Brady Island for the island that's right there. And that'll be the last shared station between the two lines. I probably would put a station right here just because this is such a major area, but I'm not going to put a station over here. We're going to actually go further, and since we're now more suburban in nature, there's not going to be a station on Lawndale, but I will put a station right in this area for these major petrochemical plants, which is the industry I work in, and I would call it South Terminals. South Terminal Station. Boom. I would do a station probably at right here. This is the main entrance, it looks like, or the main arterial road into this area. And that was Meadow Glen, Allendale. Let's make sure. Forest Oaks, Meadowbrook, in Allendale. It's the dyslexia for me. Okay, so I have one station right there on Allen Genoa. Now we turned on Southmore. I will put a station right here. There's a lot of people that work in this area at this factory. There's a lot of low income homes right there. I feel like a station would go good. I would just call it Scarborough, Southmore. Boom. And now since we're in Pasadena and pretty much at the end, the stations will get closer together. What's the name of this road? Ritchie Street. I don't get Houston because there's a Ritchie Road near me, but whatever. This is Ritchie. Or, oh, I like that. Shadow Lawn. I know that's the name of the neighborhood, but I actually really like that instead of Ritchie. Shadow Lawn Station. Boom. And because we're in Pasadena, downtown Pasadena, we are getting closer, and it's going to go back to my east-west. It's probably, yeah, just going to be an east and west. So, or probably a Pasadena East. And it ends right here at this weird mall they have. Oleander. I love that name. And this will be Pasadena Central, not West. But I think that's the central business district of Pasadena. All right, and that would be the last station on the line. So now let's look at the line. Just anything wants to open. I love this. I love it. I love it. I think it's such a great idea. Houston needs to implement it before I die. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shared station. 2 with the green line, 5 with the purple line, or 2 with the purple line and 5 with the green line. And again, the green line is going to go south straight into Hobby. So let's see. Let's pull back out. You can't see, I mean, you can see most of the stations. You could definitely see. Stop popping. Okay. 1 second. Places. Turn off places. So that looks good. West Oak, Eldridge, Derry Ashford, Willcrest, City Place, Fondren. Then we get into the Galleria, Chimney Rock, or I'm sorry, Fondren, Fountain View, Chimney Rock, which I spelt wrong. Let's fix that. I bet y'all were screaming at me like, you're just going to leave that spelt wrong? So Chimney Rock, Galleria Galleria West. That's Galleria Central, which connects with the Silver Line BRT. Then Galleria West, River Oaks, Buffalo Speedway, Kirby, South Shepherd, Dunleavy, Montrose. Then we got Midtown, Baldwin Park, which Midtown connects with the Red Line. Then we got Baldwin Park, Riverside, and our first connection station, second with the first and second with the purple line, then the 5 with the green line, Harrisburg North 78th Street, Brady Island, which is the last shared station between the two, between the green line and the pink line. Then we skip over the freeway at the Porter, Pasadena, LaPorte Freeway, not Porter, but LaPorte, Pasadena Freeway. We have South Terminals, Meadowbrook, Allenwood. Then we got Scarborough, Shadowline, Pasadena East. Yeah, Pasadena East and Pasadena Central. Let's see how many stations that is on this one line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 stations on this pink line, east-west route. Houston is definitely needing an east-west route. It goes from Highway 6 to Pasadena. You know, one day in the future, it can go out to LaPorte. LaPorte is beautiful, actually. But I think going to Pasadena right now, which is one of the largest suburbs of Houston, is great. So that's my line. Let me zoom out. It's cluttered, but I love it. That's my purple line. Let's follow the line. Let's see. Now we're just going to follow. "31 miles, and we're just on Westheimer." I actually did something like this as my senior project in college to get my transportation degree, and I got an A, a perfect score on it. So I absolutely love doing this. I should have turned on 3D buildings, but it wouldn't render fast enough if I did something like that. That's the Derry Ashford station we just passed. So we already passed Eldridge, and I did not let you guys know. I'll try to catch all the stations, but it might get hard once we get into town. Yeah. You see how Westheimer is on the screen? 4 lanes wide. That is ridiculous for a road. We probably just passed another station, and I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. And I don't expect all these to be like 5, 6,000 boardings every day. There'll be a couple stations that'll be under 1,000, but I still think it's a better idea to do that. This is the Willcrest station we're passing now. Oh my God, this is great. All right. City Place Station at Beltway 8. Passing those mansions I was talking so long about. I think we passed another station, but I didn't get to see it. Yeah, it's really hard to put the stations on. Oh, there go the Fondren station. It's really hard to put them exactly on the line and then look at this because they'll be like 100, 200 feet off. And this is still a major 4-lane highway road. It's FM 1093, Farm to Market 1093 in Houston. So, yeah, and it goes all the way out to Fort Bend. I think the West Park Tollway merges with it. So, yeah. See, I should be coming up on another station pretty soon. No, I know. I guess not. Probably. And, I can't play stuff. It's still a major 4-lane road, 8-lane highway. That is ridiculous. I don't even use those in my City Skylines game ever. Fountain View. Chimney Rock. Now it's gone down to it's asymmetrical, 4 on one side and 3 on the other. I hate those roads too. I hate asymmetrical roads because I'd be mad when I'm on the other side. There go Galleria West, Galleria Central. My funky little bridge that I want to build right here, that'll be very expensive. Then we have Galleria East in front of this lifestyle center. Passing these beautiful homes over the train tracks. Probably have to build a viaduct over those train tracks because I don't think light rail can mix with heavy rail train tracks. Red River Oaks West Lane Station or West Lion. So as you can see, the stations are starting to come quicker and closer together. Buffalo Speedway. And I love that name, Buffalo Speedway. That feels so Texas. Kirby. There'll be a viaduct over Kirby. Oh, it looks like it's back to being an 8. No, it's a 6-lane on both sides with no suicide lane. It's ridiculous. I miss that station. You might have to watch this at like half speed. That's Dunleavy, which I want you guys to give me a better name for that station. This is the Montrose station. I couldn't read that one. It was coming too fast. Oh, that's Midtown. My AC just came on. It's so cold. That's Baldwin Park. We're going over the bridge of 69. We're coming up on that hospital station, aren't we? Yeah, River Oaks. And then coming to the end on Elgin, we're going to make this left turn north. That's the station that's the first one with the green line. I mean, the purple line. Under 45. This is the second shared station with the purple line. This is the part that goes in the one ways. We're on the it's gonna take me around twice, but we're on the one way going north. Pause this because I just had to do that for completion. Or not pause it, but just don't think about it. We're going back south. I don't think I see a need for a station here unless this area just becomes super revitalized. Going back north, I love it. I love Google Earth. I think it is the best program ever invented, and people sleep on Google Earth. All right, so this is the first shared station with the green line. And these are current stations right now. This is the next shared station with the green line. There goes switch over. The next shared station at the train yard. There's two more official shared stations that are currently built. This is that viaduct. I like the viaduct so much because my fiance's job is right there. This is another shared station in the Harrisburg community. The Burger King I go to whenever I have to go pick the food up. Last official share station at Magnolia Park Transit Center. But there's going to be two more in my fantasy. I think two. Yeah, two. No escape from reality. Bohemian Rhapsody, Harrisburg North 78th Street Station. Bohemian Rhapsody is stuck in my head right now, and I don't know why. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Yeah, this would be perfect for. Look at that median. I can just tear the median up and put a train line in it. The Brady Island station, because Brady Island is to your left. Looks like this is an underpass. Okay, we are about to turn left onto Lawndale, I think. There's no stations officially on Lawndale, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to do a bridge once we get close to the freeway. Oh, no, no bridge. We go under 610. We go under 610. Under whatever road that is. I just don't feel like there's enough demand. I feel like we could throw a bus on that. We're crossing this crossing this river, creek, bayou, whatever they call it. And then we're going to put a station right here. And I would probably build a pedestrian tunnel to the other side right here. But it's the South Terminals station. And you guys can give me a better name for it because that might just be one plant. We'll probably do something neater to get onto Allen Genoa. But that was just a rough thing. That's Meadowbrook, Allendale Station. There was a big, if you remember, there was a big residential area right there. So definitely would be a popular station. It might not be the busiest, but I know it would be mid-tier station. So now we're on the main street into Pasadena called Southmore. This is the Scarborough Southmore Station, another big residential area. And the stations are starting to get closer together now. That's the Shadow Lawn Station, another residential area, and I love the name of Shadow Lawn. Look at the canal. Then we're coming to Pasadena Central Station. Yeah, oh no, Pasadena East Station. And then finally, boop, 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 Whataburger. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not from Texas. I'm not used to Whataburger. Finally, the Pasadena Central Station, and that's me riding the train 31 miles from West Oak to Pasadena. All right, this has been a very long video. I hope these videos don't be this long, but I enjoy doing these videos so much. If you like this content, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Let people know that I'm doing this. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. I'm still here in broadcast.